Every soccer player knows that training shapes your game. But what about your thoughts? What if every thought you have is a seed? While some grow into confidence, others may grow into fear. The question is, which ones are you planting? Welcome to Game on Soccer, and today we are looking at how your thoughts can affect your game. Your mind is the soil. Every thought you repeat is a seed being planted. Positive seeds grow into strong habits and confidence. Negative seeds, they spread like weeds, holding you back. And just like soccer, what you practice most will show up on the pitch. Just as negative thoughts grow into weeds, positive thoughts grow into flowers, and they change everything about the way you play. Positive seeds usually come from belief, gratitude, and growth. The more often you plant these seeds, the stronger your confidence and resilience become. What happens when positive seeds grow? They create freedom. A player who tells themselves, I can beat this defender, will take risks, play creatively, and stay calm under pressure. Positive seeds keep your body language open, decision making sharp, and your emotions steady, even in tough moments. They also build resilience with positive self talk, and one mistake just becomes a small bump. Negative seeds are like the weeds, and just like weeds, they can appear almost anywhere. They come often from the three places: past mistakes, fear of failure, or outside voices. Maybe you replayed a missed chance from last week's game. Maybe your fear of letting your team down in the moment, or maybe it's a coach, parent, or teammate's criticism that takes root in your mind. Wherever they come from, if you keep paying attention to them, they will continue to grow. So, what happens when negative thoughts grow? They create hesitation. A player who thinks, don't mess this up badly, messes it up more often because the mind is focused on the mistake instead of the solution. Negative thoughts also affect your emotions. They cause frustration, doubt, or fear of the ball. And in soccer, your emotional state is super important. A tense and frustrated player is slower to react and more likely to make errors and less likely to take risks, over time chipping away at your confidence and your enjoyment of the game. Next, let's talk about some ways to snap out of negative self-talk. The first one is the reset routine. This acts as a physical anchor where after a mistake you do something physical that signals a reset to your brain, whether it's clapping your hands, taking a deep breath, or fixing your socks or shirt. This creates a pattern interrupt in your brain which breaks the negative loop in your head and gives your brain a new cue. Mistakes over, next play. Top players will often gesture to their hands or take a deep breath after an error. It's not something random, it is a trained reset in their brain. Thought reframing is our next strategy, or a cognitive switch. This replaces the negative thought with a constructive one. Instead of saying, I'm terrible at passing, reframe the thought as, that was one bad pass, the next one will be sharper. This works because the subconscious doesn't distinguish between truth and a suggestion. A reframe plants as a positive seed in the moment, and over time, these reframes train the brain to bounce back faster. Lastly, we have an attentional shift where we focus on the present play. Negative self-talk usually comes from replaying the past. The cure to this is to bring your focus back to the present moment. Use a quick cue: ball, teammate, space. Name what you see right now. This will help you focus on the present and ground you in the game, resetting your attention and putting your brain back into problem-solving mode instead of self-criticism. So, how can we plant better seeds? It starts with our everyday thoughts. Planting better seeds isn't just for the field, it's about your everyday thoughts, how you talk to yourself when you wake up, how you think about school, work, or challenges outside of soccer. It all shapes the soil in your mind. The more positive, growth-focused seeds you plant in daily life, the stronger and more resilient you'll be when you step onto the field. In training. Training is where most of your mental seeds are planted. Every time you think, I can't do this drill, you're feeding the weeds. Instead, focus on progress rather than perfection. Tell yourself, I'm getting better with every rep. The training ground is your lab, and the seeds you plant there grow into your matchday confidence. And lastly, environment. Your environment is also soil. The people you surround yourself with, the coaches who guide you, and even the media you consume, all of it are seeds. Stay around teammates who lift you up, coaches who challenge you constructively, and content that fuels your growth. Protect your mental garden from negativity. When it comes to game day, we can plant seeds even before the kickoff happens. If you step onto the pitch already doubting yourself, you've planted weeds before the game even starts. Instead, use visualization. See yourself making good passes, scoring, or defending strong. Add affirmations like, I'm ready, I'm calm, I trust my training. This pregame mental routine sets the tone for everything that follows afterwards. While in the game, mistakes and pressure are inevitable. The key is how you respond. Plant positive seeds by using a reset routine. One deep breath, clap of the hands, or telling yourself, next play. This keeps your focus on what's ahead rather than replaying what's going wrong. So here's where the science comes in. Most of what we do in soccer, our reactions, instincts, and confidence, come from the subconscious mind. The subconscious is like the deep soil beneath the surface. It doesn't judge right or wrong, it just accepts the seeds you feed it. And that is why self-talk matters. Every time you say to yourself, I can't dribble, I'm not good under pressure, your subconscious records it like it's the truth because it doesn't know any better, and it programs your body to act that way. But the opposite is also true. Positive affirmations, visualization, and focused repetition strengthen neural pathways in the brain. This is called neural plasticity. Your brain literally rewires itself based on the thoughts you repeat most. So when you feed your subconscious with empowering suggestions, I'm calm on the ball, I can finish under pressure, you're training your mind just as much as your feet, and eventually those thoughts become automatic, showing up in real life situations. So here's my challenge to you. In your next game or training session, catch just one negative thought and replace it with a positive one. Remember, your mind is a training ground too. Plant the right seeds and your game will grow. Thank you.